Hello everyone and welcome to another review. I've got another about 10 minutes, but I wanted to get this review out of the way. Again, going through all my colognes, and the next one up is Swiss Army by Swiss Army. Here's the bottle. This was released back in 1996 by the company Swiss Army. Yeah, they make knives too. So this I didn't think was going to be a good scent. I've had this in my collection since, I've had this for a long time, probably since, I want to say, the tail end of high school almost. So this has been here with me for a long time, and of the juice that I've used, you can't really see it because of the bottle. You can only see the top, but I'm well under half. So I used a good amount of juice. This is the 100 milliliter. Interesting bottle. It's got the silver encasement. It's actually starting to scratch off. I've had it so long. You can see there's a crack in my cap right here. But other than that, it's still holding up pretty well with the glass top. So I guess this whole thing is glass, and it's where it might not, the whole thing might not be glass. It might just be the top with a metal surrounding. But the bottom, it's got the sticker on it. I can't find a serial number for this. I do remember buying this from a department store, but I can't find the serial number. It may be this little number that I see here, but I can't be sure. It says like reference number or something like that. So if anyone knows where the serial number is on a copy they have, maybe it just doesn't have one. I don't know. Can't find it. But in either case, this is a pretty cheap cologne that you can buy right now. This will run you probably around $30. The 50 milliliter will run you around $20. I'm sure you can get it cheaper. You probably can get this for like $20, or in a discount bargain bin for possibly $10, depending on where you go. You can find it. So, that being said, what are the notes onto this? The notes are, for top notes, mint, green notes, yuzu, and bergamot. Mid notes are rosemary, lavender, violet leaves, Swiss blue Ganesian flower, edelweiss, and base notes are cedarwood, cypress, Appenzell fir, chestnut, firewood, and musk. So just based off those notes alone, it should probably give you a hint for what you're expecting, and what this smells like to me, and what it really comes off as: a green, woodsy smell, basically. Green, woodsy, little bit of mintish smell that actually comes down. At first, that's kind of the impression that you get. As it goes along, it keeps those impressions, and it becomes a very musky scent at the same time. So think of like a log with green moss on top that's musky at the same time. That's kind of the scent that I get from it. So it's a very musky, woodsy green scent. Some people have said that they notice it's a kind of a soapy scent. I do agree at that point. You can kind of get a soapy sense out of it, but I still maintain green, woodsy, musk scent. That's what I get from this right off the bat. It doesn't really change. It becomes less powerful as time goes along. When you initially spray it, man, the stuff is really, really powerful. It will project. It will project very well, and it will stay on very well. That's part of one of the weaknesses of this cologne, in my opinion. As you spray it on yourself, it's going to, really take over your personal scent space. So other people that I've asked, they said, they can smell it, projects well. It doesn't overpower their senses, but overpowers yours more so. I sprayed this as a test, and immediately when I sprayed this, I kind of had a little stuffy nose. It just cleared up my nose's stuff. And now I'm smelling like straight through. But the downside of this is it can, to me at least, it can give you a little bit of a headache. But you really can't argue with the results. And for some reason, the women love this thing. When I first introduced it to a friend, he looked at me like I was crazy, and he was like, "Man, I've got this stuff too." And for some reason, women love it. In particular, and again, not trying to ruffle any feathers here, but in particular, African American women or black women seem to love this cologne. Obviously, it's not centralized on them. It's just that this, yeah, it's gotten very, very positive results. Again, I live in New York City, so experience all kinds of different women. You name it, we've got it. And I'm friends with a lot of them, and I'm telling you, this is very popular among the ladies of all races, but in particular, in particular, they love it, man. What would I classify this as? I classify this as an outdoor and a club scent. This is a scent that you can wear in the club because, overall the scents and everything like that, this is gonna bite right through it. You get up on someone, they're gonna know that this is you and not anyone else. So good or bad, take it or leave it. I think when you're in the club and you want to establish, your own identity type thing, that's kind of the thing that you want. You want a cologne that's going to establish itself, and that's what this does. Outdoors, the active scent, same thing. I'd say you can use this for outdoors active, and it kind of fits with it being Swiss Army. An active type scent, yeah, I say go for it. Excellent projection on this one. Projects very well, projects like a beast. In fact, of my collection, I'd say in terms of projection, this probably ranks up there in the top 10 of projection. So very good projection. But again, that same thing is probably its downfall. I'm kind of getting a headache now just because I've been smelling it, inhaling it. And it does come off as a bit of synthetic as well for it. Not really natural at the same time. So, yeah. Great staying power. This will last 8, 9, 10 hours on your skin. Actually, I'd probably say around 7 to 9 hours about. And then it's going to die off and it's going to be gone. Year round, I would say this can be worn. That being said, you probably don't want to wear this in the summer, now that I come to think of it. I have worn it in the summer, I have worn it in the clubs, but that was at nighttime. What I mean is, in the summer with the heat beating down on you and, just the intense heat, the intense sun, I don't think this is going to go too well on that. I haven't worn it in those situations. This has been strictly a going out party type scent. So, yeah, I would, leave it for those occasions. All ages can wear this. This is a scent. I particularly recommend it for teenagers. This is actually about the time that I actually had teenagers and I guess to a lesser extent college as well. I can see, men can pull this off as well, but for those types of occasions, I would probably go with something different. That being said, it still is a very excellent. It's a solid cologne. What do I rate this? I give this one 1 out of 10. 5 being average. I give this a 7. A little above average. This is going to definitely impress a lot of ladies. Definitely has, in terms of all time, most compliments. Just because I've had it the longest, it still gets a lot of compliments. So I would put it in my compliment per wear ratio maybe around my 9th. And I've got a lot of cologne. This is probably rank as my 9th most complimented cologne. Probably should do something series on that, but yeah. Overall, again, very popular among the ladies, in particular black women. That actually gives me an idea for another video. I'll probably do something because I realized that depending on different races tend to like different types of scent better or different. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do a video on that eventually. But just a fun video. Again, not really saying that all women like that, but you get my point. All right, so this has been Swiss Army. If you have any questions on this, feel free, leave a comment. I am me. Do whatever you got to do, and take care.